if the dudes at Tough City never deaded me, that might have never happened. So it's like, as the saying goes, when one door closes, a window opens. And I jumped right through that bitch. Everyone's experience is different. I know for sure. I got really lucky. Eric Diaz, you're the fucking man, brother. I love you forever, and I appreciate everything that you did for me, player. For real, for real. This guy, I met Eric. I was gonna get a tattoo from Tough City. I remember up in the Bronx, and this is when they were up on by like University before they were all the way down like past Webster. And I had walked in hype with my little sketchbook, like, yeah, I'm an artist. No one gave a fuck. Super, they couldn't be any more enthused by my presence there. So much so that verbatim, the guy at the counter told me, no one here is interested in the tattoo that you want to get done. Imagine that. I'm coming up here, I'm hype. This is supposed to be my first tattoo experience, right? And they were dead ass like, no one here wants to tattoo you. Like, no one cares enough. I was like, this is insane. So I left, and I remember just being pissed. But there was a smaller tattoo parlor that I would pass all the time. Like a little wholesome, in the cut, little cozy kind of spot. But I always overlooked it. So I was like, you know what? Something it popped in my head, like, go to that spot. Like, go see what's up over there. Now, also to backtrack, we're talking damn near 20 years ago. So this is before social media is like how social media is now. You couldn't go online and look at an artist's work. You were going shop to shop and going through people's physical books to see, what they had. So I just knew of Tough City because of word of mouth, and it was like that was the place to go. And like I said, so I take the journey, right? I walk to the smaller shop, and there's only one dude in there. I explained to him the story of what just happened, and he was like, yeah, that sucks. I remember being so turned off that I didn't even want to do that tattoo. So I decided I'm going to do another one. So I pull out my book, and I'm going over the design with him. And I'm being a pain in the ass. Like, it takes like an hour for us to finally finalize exactly how I want it. But he was mad patient, understood, it was my first piece. And he took care of me graciously. And I had such a great experience that I kept going back to him. And we ended up developing this friendship that ended up turning into a mentorship. And if the dudes at Tough City never deaded me, that might have never happened. So it's like, as the saying goes, when one door closes, a window opens. And I jumped right through that bitch. So, I appreciate Tough City telling me that they didn't want to tattoo me. And then, and ended up working out better.
What was the first tattoo you got?
It was this. My old crew symbol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's up. So you end up basically having a mentorship. And what kind of stuff did you learn, from him over the years? Like, how long did it take before you were actually doing tats?
So, I got the roundabout basics. Like it's the fundamentals. And this is I think with every tattoo artist, right? Like, you take an apprenticeship, the person that's mentoring you deems like, okay, you're good to go. And it's still a learning process. Like, if you're a good artist, you're always learning. You never stop. You never go, okay, now I know everything. Like, that's impossible. And that's the beautiful thing about art. Whether it's tattooing or painting or whatever you're doing creatively, like, there is always something to learn. So you can always challenge yourself, and you can always evolve, and you can always grow. And there's not too many fields that are like that. I think through art, that's one of the only kind of avenues where that continuous evolving happens.